it has been a crazy season where with 2 games to go, we still had a chance to compete for the top 4, or we still had a chance to fight for a place in the top 4 teams come the end of the season. And at the same time, where with still 2 games to go, we could still go out of the top 8. Maybe it shows the competitiveness of our league this season. Maybe there's a lot of things that we can say. We still want to finish as high as we can. With 1 game to go, we still have a chance to finish 5th. So it's always better to have something to play for. We are not in a situation or in a position where we are saying whether we lose or we win, nothing will change. A lot of factors might change. We might end up being at number 8 if we lose. If we win, we might end up in the 5th position. Of course, this will be determined by other results, but there's always something to play for. There's been a lot of negatives. We have lost a lot of games, some of which one might think we shouldn't have lost, but it hasn't been a very good season, I think. But still, we're still at number 6. But there'll be something to play for. We still want to finish as high as we can. I always want to compete. 6th would not be a failure. I think we need to be realistic somehow, and then maybe look at the teams in front of us, then compare ourselves with them realistically, and then maybe then think of a number of things. First round, it was very difficult for our team to concede, but all of a sudden we are conceding a lot of goals. Why is this happening? Those are the things that we need to figure out. Those are the problems that we faced, and we need solutions. Now that we are 6th, at some point we were 9th, at some point we were number 3, and then what happened? That's where we need to start before maybe coming up with a conclusion that it's a failure. I don't think it's a failure. We are not happy that we are losing games, but I don't think, last weekend, if we talk about last weekend, I don't think we deserved to lose, but we lost. We missed a lot of chances. Why are we missing a lot of chances? Do we have the right group? Is our quality as good as these other teams? What needs to be improved? Are we coming up with the right tactics? As the team that we put on the field of play, the right team? Those are the things that we first have to consider and maybe make our own evaluation before coming up with whether we have failed or not. A very important issue that you are coming up with, the issue of depth. We led for longer periods of that game, LDF game. We could see where the problem was when they started coming at us during the second half, but we didn't have any options. Norman played very well at left back. It was for the first time that he played left back. LDF came back stronger on the right. We needed to make changes. We tried to make changes out of what we had, but it didn't work. We considered 3 goals, 2 from the right-hand side, which is where, like I said, you talked about a very important issue of depth, which are things that we need to look into. We are going again into a game of a team that has quality, but that have not been playing very well, just like us. If Diori and Kick4Life this season, there isn't much of a difference. We've been neck and neck with them. We've either been on top of them or they've been on top of us. The difference, I think, is 1 point even before this game. So it's a game that we shouldn't fear much. They've got quality, like you said, but it's a game that we need to believe we can get something. Let's have a positive mind and then go and fight, go and prepare in such a way that could give us something in that game. The issue of depth is giving us problems. These are the issues that we need to come up with solutions for next season. But let's see what happens. We always try not to disappoint our supporters, executive committee, fellow colleagues, everybody. It has not been easy this season. It has always been, truth be told, I never anticipated the difficulty that we came up across. I met a lot of new things that I've never experienced in my coaching here at Kick4Life. It has been a good season. At some stages we have had good spells, bad spells. Those are the things that one would expect in football. We are going to Duodi trying to give them something to be excited about this season, that their team maybe ended in 5th. This is the mentality that we are trying to take to the weekend. That last season we were 6th. If we lose, we might go to 8th. If we win, we'll go to 5th. Things will get better. We think the team is still growing. We have seen some progress, which we believe will take into the next season and then start competing more. So it hasn't been easy. They haven't enjoyed much. But next season, we think we'll come back better.